Howdy there, this is Heath and this is Frontier Survival. We got another great episode coming your way, so stick with me. Alright, hey, how you doing? Thanks for sticking with me. Today we're going to do a little test and review of Instafire Fire Starter. Now I have tried Instafire a couple of times and I really like it. I really think it's a great fire starter. And most recently me and my wife went on a camping trip and we used it there to get a fire going, and it worked really well. And the one thing about Instafire, and the reason why it does work good, is because if you have wet wood or damp wood, it'll catch it on fire because it will burn at nearly 1,000 degrees. It will also burn in winds up to 30 miles an hour. It'll burn on snow and will even float and burn on water, and we will demonstrate that here in just a little bit. It's non-volatile. It has no unexpected flare-ups. It has a long burn time. 1/8 of a cup will burn 5 to 7 minutes, and a whole cup will burn 20 to 30 minutes. And also 1 cup of Instafire will boil 2 cups of water in about 10 minutes. If you want to keep some on hand and you might not be using it right away, it has a 5-year shelf life. It comes in a waterproof pouch. There's no harmful chemicals. Instafire is made of volcanic rock, paraffin wax, and a few other things. It's safe to store near food, and Instafire's ash is a natural fertilizer. And it also says that if you want to, if you're going to actually, if you have wet wood or damp wood, it's good to use a whole pouch of Instafire, to get it going. But that only reason being is because, if the wood is damp, then the whole pouch would probably be what you would need to use. But it's that great of a fire starter. With that being said, if anybody out there would like to purchase Instafire, I will leave a link down in the description. Now we're going to go up here to the bench top and do a little demonstration for you. Okay, we are back with you. We are here at the bench top, and we're going to go ahead and do a little demonstration. We got our Instafire. We're going to take a little bit here. We're going to pour some out here. As you see what it looks like, it is kind of a rock-like material, if you can see that. And today what we're going to use is a ferro rod and a Bic lighter. We're going to try to use the ferro rod on this one to see what we can do. And then we're going to do a little demonstration with it floating on some water and see how it works there, but we'll be probably using a Bic lighter with that. So we got us a little pile here. Let's see how this works, how many strikes it'll take. Well, as we see, it is burning there. And that's what right there what Instafire can do. Pretty substantial flame, if you say me. I believe we got a good thing going there. And like I said, I do believe it's a pretty decent fire starter. And that right there is probably not even 1/8 of a cup. 1/8 of a cup will burn 5 to 7 minutes, it says. And that's just a little pile. And it's still burning pretty decent. I don't know. We've probably been going a little under a minute now. But it does pretty decent. I really do think so. And as you sit here and rake it a little bit, see, that's what they tell you to do. You rake it a little bit, and then it starts. That's what happens. You get your flame going a little bit better as things get heated up. But I do believe that like I said, you know, as far as fire starters go out there, of course I've had videos in the past where I've showed natural tinders, being fat wood or some type of you know, dry material, and I've also, you know, talked about DIY fire starters like cotton ball and Vaseline, which does pretty decent. But this is the first video I've ever done on a commercial type fire starter, and I've used it before, you know, and I think it does pretty decent. And as you sit there and rake it, that's when, you know, that helps you get the, you know, a fire going. And one thing about Instafire is that it's not easy to smother as well. But we're going to go ahead and do another test here, and we just wanted to show you how it will light right here on something, you know, just showing it how you would light it if you just had it on the ground and you had your fire lay. And we'll be right back, and we'll show you how to, you know, see how it does on. Okay, we got that fire out. Now it's time to test Instafire floating on water and see how we can do well with that. If everybody can see, I have a little container here with some water in it. Hopefully everybody can tell that that's water in there and then it's moving around. I will try to spill a little bit of it out here so you can see that I have water. Did you see that? I want everybody to know that's what we're doing here. Alright. Now, our Instafire. Take it. We'll dump a little bit out here and see what it does. And as I can see, it does float on water. It is floating. It's not sinking, whatever. Today, on this test, we're going to be using a Bic lighter. I don't think a ferro rod would be good for this demonstration. So here we go. Alright, it is lit. It is floating, and it is lit up on water. Can you hear that sizzle? Now this is the first time I actually even tried it on water. I've never tried it on water before putting it on film. So I believe that what they say is true. Instafire will float and light on water. It will. So that kind of tells you right there that it will do pretty decent with wet wood. Let's see if we can get this other part here lit and see what happens. There's a little rock here. Ow. Now I don't know, the fire's about to go out now, so it doesn't look like it will stay lit as long as it would on dry land, but it will float and light on water from what I can see. We'll see if we can get something else going here, hopefully. Of course, on the description of the package, it does say it will burn on snow and even floats and burns on water, and I did see it burn and float on the water. It doesn't say how long it will do it. So it done it there for probably half a minute and went out. But, you know, it does work pretty decent. So you be the judge and what you think of that. It does do what it says it's going to do. It did float and burn on the water. So with that being said, we're going to go back here to the desk and talk to you a little bit more about it. Alright, we're back here at the desk, and as you can see during that demonstration, Instafire is a pretty decent fire starter. All in all, I'll give Instafire a 4 out of 5 stars. You know, even though on the description of the package it says it will burn and float on water, which it did, it doesn't say how long. Now, I mean, I don't think you're actually going to try to get a fire going on floating water anyway, but, you know, we just wanted to test it out and see if it would do it, and all in all, it did. And so 4 out of 5 stars is a good review, and you know, we just seen what we could do a little video on the product, and as far as a commercial fire starter, I think it does pretty good. You know, it's still always good to use natural tenders and maybe even a DIY tender fire starter like a cotton ball and Vaseline, which does well. Uh, maybe, you know, since it says, you know, it does good with wet wood, maybe here soon we'll try to do a video and test that out. Maybe go in the woods, go to the base camp and gather up some, you know, damp wood and see what we can do with it as far as maybe using a whole pack and getting a good fire started going, you know, and see what happens. With that being said, like I said, I will leave a link down in the description if you want to maybe try to purchase some of this and see what you can do, maybe do your own test. Hey, if you got an opinion on this, leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think. You know, if this video was good to watch and you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up out there. You know, and you know, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that and click that notification bell, and you'll be notified for every video I drop. That being said, I appreciate all my supporters, and you know, I really do appreciate the outdoor YouTube community. And I have a lot of friends that I have met and acquaintances along the way. You know, I've been doing this a little over a year now. I got 377 subscribers. I'm on the road to 500, and you know, if all goes well, when I hit that 500 mark, I have a special announcement. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more great videos coming your way right here on Frontier Survival. My name's Heath Ward, and you got to have drive to survive.